It is heartbreaking to learn that an animal that's been abused and is disabled is going to be put down.
So what do? Well, if you're Amanda Geisey, you wear the cape and you make things right.
Her animal advocacy caught the attention of Animal Planet, and her new TV show called Amanda to the Rescue is about to debut.
Check out this clip after a recent rescue of a pup with a fractured pelvis.
Every single time I go to touch him, he like cowers like I'm gonna beat him. You're okay, I'm never gonna hurt you. You're safe here, buddy. Don't lay in your pee, bud. Come here. Come here. 100% safe. It breaks my heart to see an animal cower and urinate and defecate on themselves out of fear from a human touch, because it's very apparent that they've been mistreated in their history. I'm gonna take good care of you. I have a very personal connection to that, making me want to prove to them even harder that you're gonna be just fine and I'll never ever lay a hand on you. You wanna go inside and get to know your new kennel? You're safe here.
And we are so happy to welcome Amanda to Better Connecticut. Thanks for being here, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so where others see no hope, you see hope. Can you teach me how to do that? Because I've wanted to volunteer at an animal shelter for so long. Every time I get in there, I get tearful and I'm just become so sad.
You know, I hear that a lot, but I always want to tell people to look for the silver lining. There is a silver lining even in the darkest of times, even in the saddest of moments. And that silver lining is, you know, it's selfless to go in there, and as sad as you can be, imagine being the animal on the other side of it that's really yearning for you to come in there and just give them an hour of your time, sitting there, petting them, taking them for a walk, you know, working on their behavior training. Think about that enrichment and how positive that is for that animal, and it sets them up for success for their future adoptive home.
I see a little cutie on your lap. I want you to introduce the cutie, but I also want to know, like, when did this become a thing for you? Were you always loving animals? Was there something personal in your life that drew you to rescuing those that some think can't be rescued?
Yes, ma'am. I grew up living across the street from a home that took care of differently abled adult humans. And those were a lot of my very best friends from elementary school all the way through middle school. And, you know, my very first rescue was when I was in elementary school. So it was just something innately in me that I gravitated towards differently abled animals and humans. And I have a very specific kind of compassion and love for them. And I see them as how perfect they really are. And that's just kind of where I began. It's always been in me. It's who I am. It's through and through my life mission to work with the major medical and the differently abled animals and people that I do.
You're a tough woman, Amanda. I gotta give you a lot of credit because I don't know if I would be able to do it. Tell us about some of the missions that we're gonna see on the show.
Oh man, this show is going to be all over the place. It's great. It's because I'm going to take you on journeys to different natural disaster areas. We're going to go to Puerto Rico 6 months after Hurricane Maria. We're also going to go to California where the wildfires were. And we're also going to go to Hawaii where they had the lava flow natural disaster that they're still dealing with right now. So we're going to go to a lot of different areas, you know, on the map. And then we're also going to see different avenues that animals come into my care, whether it's through a rescue transport, transferred to me from one of my rescue partners, whether it's a breeder surrendering an animal to me, natural disaster, and owner surrender. They come in all varieties, and I basically have my arms open, willing and able to help the next animal in need.
Did you ever imagine that your passion would turn into a television show, and how did that happen?
I never imagined that I would be on television showcasing my passion for rescue. I never in a million years would have believed you had you told me that this would be where I'm at today. But I am very honored to have this opportunity because I want my show not only to speak for Panda Paws Rescue, which is my rescue, but to speak on behalf of all of the rescues and shelters out there really advocating for animal welfare and humane treatment of animals. So this show is about me and what my family does. This show is about our rescue, but this show also showcases our amazing partners all the way across the nation. And I think that's really important because the way that we can best save the most amount of animals and make the biggest impact and difference is if we do come together and work together as a team.
Amanda, as you just said, it's a family affair. You got the whole family in, including G, your partner.
Absolutely. The whole family has their role that we play in the animal rescue world. You know, we all have our own thing that we do that helps run it efficiently. And, you know, what better way to do it than with your whole entire family?
Absolutely. Get
And
those
my
kids.
friends. I also wrote my best friends into a lot of my show. You guys will see that too.
That's awesome.
You know, for people who are watching and thinking, I can't adopt an animal who has these special needs because I'm not equipped to take care of an animal, would you say that's not true? A lot of people could handle some of these animals and they're just maybe afraid to?
I think that fear definitely plays an aspect, but I think it is very important to be honest with yourself. And if you don't feel that you are the person for a differently abled animal, that's okay too. There are plenty of healthy, four-legged, normal, typical animals out there. So that's okay too, to be honest with yourself. But I do believe that we can definitely learn and think outside the box, because a lot of differently abled animals or special needs animals aren't that much different from our typical normal dog that we have at home.
Well, we wish this show great success, and we want to thank you for all of the hard work that you're doing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, our pleasure.
Thank you. Good luck, Amanda. And the show, the Amanda to the Rescue premieres Sunday at 9 p.m. on Animal Planet. Looks like a great show you can watch with the family, too.
All right, up next, the true story about members of the military who go off to war and see unspeakable things, and the families they leave behind.
Plus, actors Sarah Drew and Justin Bruning are on standby. You're going to join us for the conversation in 2.